3, 2, 1, action.
Excuse me. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. And if you've watched my previous videos, you've seen me eat from GREGGS numerous times. But today, I'm only gonna focus on GREGGS. So let's go. So if you're not from the UK, you might be wondering, what is this GREGGS or who is this GREGGS? Well, fear not. I'm going to tell you about them in this video. So let's dig deeper into the history of GREGGS. GREGGS. It started as a bakery with one goal, to deliver fresh eggs and yeast to the families of Newcastle. 10 years later, they started making, baking, and selling fresh bread and tasty treats from their shops. But over the years, they have become nation's favorite by selling some delicious baked pastries, sandwiches, sweet treats, and they keep renovating their menu, and they also have like different festive seasonal treats that they only do during Christmas time or during summertime, Halloween time. So they try to keep up with the trend and with people's changing taste buds. And they have become one of UK's national treasure. This is a household name, and everyone in the UK knows what GREGGS is, and they've become so popular that they have over 2,000 stores in all of UK, and the number of stores just keep increasing. And if you ever come to the UK, GREGGS is a must visit places, like one of the historical landmarks in the UK. It is that popular. People here are obsessed. I'm not exaggerating, they're obsessed with GREGGS, and for good reasons. Their bakes are amazing, and on top of that, they are super cheap. And since they sell food on the go, it's very convenient for people. So before I start eating, I just want to tell you guys that I didn't buy everything on the menu of the GREGGS, because this is not I eat everything video. So I bought some of their popular stuff, and I bought a lot of things, so some of the things have gotten squished, so I apologize for the looks, but they actually look pretty nice when you see them in the shop, like perfectly puffed pastry encasing delicious filling. And since it's the pandemic, they're also running on a reduced menu, but even in the reduced menu, they do have a lot of things to choose from. Without further ado, let's get started. And if you've heard of GREGGS, you're obviously familiar with their sausage rolls. It's one of the most popular items in their menu, and since I can't have their regular sausage roll, I got their vegan sausage roll, and they have made headlines because of these vegan rolls, and when they rolled it out, it sold like crazy, and they're still selling like crazy. This is a very good alternative to all the people that don't eat the regular sausage roll. And I've also tasted this in my I Go Vegan for a Day video, and if you want to see that, the link is right here. So this is the vegan roll. I'm sorry about the appearance, it got squished because I got a lot of stuff. So since it's vegan, the filling is a corn-based plant type thing, and the consistency is kind of like meat. And the first time I had it, I actually went back to the store and asked them if this was the vegan one, because it tasted so much like meat. But the more you have it, you do recognize the taste, and I actually really like it. This is a very good alternative to the sausage roll. Let's see what we can have next. So this is the chicken bake. It has creamy chicken filling. It's like super creamy, with chicken bits inside. It's like those, if you have Alfredo pasta, it's kind of like those sauces with chicken bits inside, and it's definitely one of my favorites. And they are very generous with their chicken bits inside. It's best to have it when it's hot. Now comes another one of their most popular bakes, and my favorite one, the steak bake. It has beef gravy with steak chunks inside. Sorry, this is the cheese and onions. My bad. So this is the steak bake. It has beef gravy with delicious steak chunks inside. And again, it's best to have when it's hot.
Fun fact, like all the pastries, they have particular markings, so
you can know which one's which.
When you have it for a long time,
you know which one's which.
Which one is? For example, the beef has this like
diagonal
markings.
The chicken has a like
wavy markings,
yeah. And also, all of their pastries are 96 layers. This is my favorite because of the steak chunks inside. They have a lot of steak inside. Also, like the chicken bake, it's super creamy and delicious. Now we have two of the vegetarian options in GREGGS: cheese and onion and the vegetable bake. Let's start with the cheese and onion, which is, I've never really had much of these because the first time I had it I didn't really like it. So let's see if I like it now. Just cheese and onion. Super cheesy with bits of onions inside, but it's pretty nice. It's actually very nice. Now we have the vegetable bake, which has been squished the most. We have like a mixture of vegetables with a chili cheese filling. Honestly, this is so underrated. I don't know why it's not as popular as the cheese and onion, because if I had to choose, I'd choose the vegetable bake over the cheese and onion, because the mixture of the vegetables with that slightly chili cheese flavor and the creamy sauce is actually very nice. So the other honorable mentions, which are very popular, are the sausage and bean, which has sausage and bean inside, a pastry, bacon and cheese wrap, and the pizzas. Unfortunately, the place we went to got sold out of the pizza, so I couldn't get you them. They have the cheese and tomato margherita pizza and the cheese and tomato with pepperoni pizzas. I've had the cheese one and it is amazing. It's 3 cheese pizza. So the last bake we have is kind of controversial. It's the beef and veg pastry. They are also called a Cornish pasty, and in Cornwall they actually don't like GREGGS because they think they're coming up and taking up the places of the actual people with Cornish pastry. I'm just gonna break it in the middle and show you guys.
Surprisingly, we never had these, did we?
Yeah, surprisingly we never had these because it's not actually available in all the shops. Some particular shops do them. So it has beef and vegetable filling, potatoes, peas, carrots, and chunky beef. Okay, this is quite nice. I'd say it's a little less flavorful than the steak bake because I think the gravy makes up a lot for the flavor, but I actually like the mixture of potato and beef and the veggies. So we're done with their bakes, which were 4 out of 5 if I had to rate them overall. I really like their bakes. They're super delicious and super cheap. So now we're gonna try the sweet treats, and they have a lot of sweet treats, like a lot. And since they're on reduced menu, they don't have some of the stuff, but I think we got most of them. So let's start with their popular filled donuts. This one's a caramel custard. This is the triple chocolate, this is the pink jammy, and this is the regular jam donut. So let's start with the caramel custard, which is by far one of their most popular donuts. So it has caramel frosting on the top and custard filling inside. I really like it because the custard filling is kind of light and sweet, and the caramel gives it that slightly salty and sweet flavor, so it tastes quite nice. Now we're gonna have the triple chocolate, and as you can guess, the frosting's made of chocolate with some chocolate flakes on top, and the inside is like a whipped cream, kind of a cream. So this is not overly sweet. The caramel custard is kind of slightly sweeter than this. So I kind of prefer this over the caramel custard because it's not too sweet and the cream feels lighter than the custard. Next we're gonna have the regular jam donut. So this has a apple and raspberry filling with sugar powder on top. I've had a lot of jam donuts after I've come here, and this by far is my favorite because of how not too syrupy it is. It's not as syrupy at all. It tastes like a proper fruit jam with nice doughy donut. Okay, next we're gonna have the pink jammy, which is kind of the same as the jam donut with just strawberry frosting on top. Exactly like the jam donut with just the strawberry frosting. I actually like all their donuts. They also had a lot of ring donuts, but since the pandemic they really don't have many. They're selling the glazed one and the strawberry sugar strand one. I had the glazed one in my vegan video because that is also a vegan donut, and I had the strawberry one in my pink food challenge. So if you want to see me try those donuts, do check those videos out. The links will be given right here. Next we're gonna have their Belgian bun and their apple Danish. I apologize for the sugar frosting. Like I said, I roamed around for a really long time with these, so sorry. Okay, so this is basically a pastry with apple and sugar filling. They're also known as apple turnovers, whatever you want to call them. I really like this because it's sweet but also tangy at the same time, and the pastry is really nice and flaky. So if you like a sweet tangy dessert, you will definitely like this apple turnover. I'm a big fan. So this is a Belgian bun. This is basically a swirl bun with sultanas, raisins, and sugar frosting, and that looks like a cherry. I've actually never had a proper Belgian bun. I'm not a fan of the description, so let's see.
No.
It has raisins and sultanas, and I don't like it. Next, we're gonna have the triple chocolate muffins. So like I said, GREGGS does a lot of seasonal things. So they have different muffins that they bring in different seasonal, like the toffee muffin, and then there's the blueberry muffin. So those were quite nice, but since it's out of season, we just have the triple chocolate muffin. So this is the triple chocolate muffin. It has chocolate chunks on the top and it has chocolate filling inside. So I'm just gonna break it so that you can see the yummy, yummy, yummy chocolate filling.
That's the goal. Yeah, the chocolate filling's right there.
It's so moist and gooey. That always gets me.
Like usually when you make muffins, if you keep them for a long time, it doesn't stay this soft and gooey, right?
They're doing something right, man. It tastes phenomenal. So GREGGS also has a range of their fresh cream cakes. This is the custard slice. This is the Bavarian slice. This is the chocolate eclair. They also have a fresh cream donut, but again, it was sold out.
What is this?
Let's start with the eclair, which is by far one of my favorite fresh creams from GREGGS. Nice choux pastry with delicious chocolate on top and fresh cream inside. It doesn't get better than this. Next we have UK's favorite dessert. Okay, no, I don't know if it's a favorite, but it's very popular. Custard slice. Basically custard sandwiched between a sugar layer and a biscuit layer. It might be messy to eat, but it's really good. Slight, flavorful, creamy custard sandwiched between two layers. It's honestly so well balanced. I really like it. So we have the Bavarian slice, which is literally like the custard slice. It only has an extra jam layer in between the biscuits. But I like the Bavarian one because of the slight tanginess of the jam. That was just few, and I mean it when I say few of the things that I tried from GREGGS, because if I have to mention some sweets that I didn't try, they have like 3 different kind of cookies, they have yum-yums, they have caramel shortbread, they have Belgian shortbread, they have a lot of other things that I basically didn't try. If I had to mention the other things, they have hot sandwiches, cold sandwiches, so many different kind of baguettes that I didn't even bother picking one because there were so many options. I didn't know which one to show you guys. They also have their own range of drinks and crisps. So like definitely I would recommend GREGGS to any person that's coming to the UK because it is really good, so convenient, so cheap, and like I said, it's a national treasure. So I hope you guys learned a bit more about what GREGGS is, what they sell, what's their history, what they're known for, and why you should try it. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace!